All right. Welcome and thank you for joining me today. So today is class number 13. I'm covering for Pierre. That's why there's this change of venue. And it's February 8th. We're in the fourth chunk of the third section. So this third section is going to finish this month. And then Pierre is going to be doing a review with 4 review classes in March. Okay. So let's start class with some standing practice. Finding a comfortable position with the feet. Let's look down, make sure that they're shoulder width apart. If we're sitting, let's find a comfortable position in our chair, lifting through the crown of the head. So knees are in line with the toe direction. We're gonna bring our arms up, working on our body posture for a moment, okay? Working on some standing or still practice, okay? Lifting through the crown of the head. Let your shoulders and elbows fall down. So remember, the elbows draw down to the earth like there's weight pulling on them. We're going to round our back or sink our chest in slightly, allowing our lower back to relax, making our hips level. Remember, there's a slight bend in our knees. Maybe we close our eyes for a moment, connecting inward, focusing on the breath. Smooth, even and continuous. Breathing all the way down through the belly, filling the upper lung, the lower lung, and then the abdomen. As we exhale, the navel draws towards the spine. And we're starting to feel that heaviness in the lower body, feeling light through the arms. And just taking a moment for ourselves. Working on that body shape, releasing any tension you might feel. Filling the body with new energy with each breath. On the next breath, we'll drop our arms down. I'd like you to lift them up overhead for a moment. And then just press them down in front of your body, letting them relax down until they come to the side. Okay, let's work on our empty stance because we're going to be starting in an empty stance today. So take a look down. Your rear foot's going to be corner direction. If you'd like, I can mirror you for this portion. So this will be your left leg. When we bend into our left leg, let's make sure to keep our knee in alignment, okay? So don't let it turn in. Make sure it's directly in line with your foot direction. And we're gonna touch with the ball of our right foot. So there's one line between our feet. Using the planks on your flooring is a great way to practice this. Our torso is gonna turn towards our foot direction. Remember, we're leaning slightly forward towards our front leg. Lifting our arms up. 70% of the weight is in our back leg. So maybe you're feeling a little bit of a burning sensation after a few breaths. I want you to try to release that. Feeling heavy and stable through our lower body. The whole ball of our foot is pressing into the ground. And again, our elbows are drooping down. Our shoulders are relaxed down and our heads lifting up. And we're looking forward towards our right foot direction while our torso is turned towards the corner like our left foot. We're relaxing our lower back or our waist, allowing our lungs to fully expand and contract with each breath. Just taking a moment to find anywhere you might feel tension and try to release just a little bit more. One more breath. And then again, we'll release the arms down. And come back to center. We're going to move to the other side. So this time with your right foot to the corner direction, 45 degrees. Let's look down and check. Remember, when we sink down, knee is in line with the foot direction. And we're going to touch again with the ball of the left toe. One line between your feet. Both foot's touching. We're leaning slightly forward. Arms out into that hug a tree position. Always watching our elbows sinking down. Some space between our fingers. Having a nice Tai Chi palm. Looking directly ahead. Checking in, head lifting up. Shoulders and elbows down. Back rounded or chest sinking in. Allowing us to relax our weight. Our knee is still in line with our foot direction. 70-30. Really press into that front foot. It's not totally empty. Taking 2 more breaths. And last exhale, release the arms. Come back to center. Okay. Let's try an empty stance on one leg. Okay. This time, we're going to take our right foot and we're going to place it to straight. Now we can do an empty stance by just touching our toes and bringing our left knee to the corner direction, or challenge yourself a little bit, lifting up, whatever is comfortable, but we're tucking the foot in, toes pointing down into that hug a tree position. We're all the way up. Waist is relaxed, head lifting up. Take 2 more breaths here. Remember, our breathing helps with our balance, as does lifting through the head and relaxing our shoulders down. Very nice. All right, release. And let's do the other side. So left foot forward, nice and straight. And again, you can simply touch with the toes and have your arms out in front or lift up. Remember, toes pointing down. Or come all the way up. Our leg is to corner direction. Our foot is to straight. This is going to come into play later on. So again, lifting through the crown of the head. Shoulders and elbows are down. Waist is relaxed. Back rounded. 2 more breaths. Last breath. Exhaling, release down. All right, maybe shake out the legs. Maybe swing the arms. Okay. Yes, I like that. Let's swing. So from side to side, using your torso to propel your arms, letting the energy flow. Remember, our torso leads the arms. Our head follows the looking direction. All right, and we'll slowly begin to ease off until we make our way back to center. Okay. All right. So I don't have as large of a space this way as Pierre. So what we're going to do for our practice is we're going to start at single width, and we're going to do wave hands like clouds into high pat on horse, okay, into our kick, okay? So high pat on horse, thrust palm, and we're going to go all the way through to step back and ride the tiger. And we're going to do that twice, okay? So I'm going to turn the other direction so we all move together. Remember, before we get started, that my space is very narrow, so I might have to adjust at some point. But if you have the space, please just practice as normally. Okay. All right. Single whip. Okay. Nice starting position. Bringing our body shape into play. Wave hands like clouds. Move back and turn. Circling the arms. Step shoulder width. Double wide. Shoulder width. Last one, we step double wide. And we come into single width, stepping corner direction. Single width. High pat on horse. Shifting back, open up the hook, stepping. One line, two sides, striking to the throat. Left palm is at the ribs. Pressing down with the right palm, thrust palm, left arm out, throat level. Shift back your weight, turning 180 degrees. Your first 135. We're going to go to 3 o'clock. Standing up, right heel kick. Bend the knee. Step down, corner direction, making a fifth. Open up and punch to the groin. Both arms come up slightly, warding off. Rotate, open the fifth. Step out, ward off, right. Roll back. Check in on your breathing. Press. Really use your legs. Push and support. Open up both arms. Come back and push. Single width. Flatten the arms, show pulling. Pressing down. Make a hook. Turn over and strike. Snake creeps down. Open up the right foot. Shifting back, palm in front of the shoulder, and sink down. Moving forward. Rotate your right foot back. Making 2 fists. Shift forward. Show punching. And blocking. 7 stars. Rotate both arms. Step back. Breaking a grab. And then making fists till the last moment we open the palms. Step back and ride the tiger. It should feel like white crane. Check your position here. Left palm is sitting by your hips, right palm's overhead. Empty stance on the ball of the left foot. Okay. Nice. That was good. Let's do it again. Okay, one more time. So from single width, wave hands like clouds, shift back and turn. Check in on your breathing right away. Rotating the whole arm, stepping double wide. Using your waist, get your arms to your side. Stepping out. Last one, single whip. High pat on horse. Thrust palm. Turn. Right heel kick or cross kick. Stepping down. Making a fist. Punch to the groin. Shift back. Showing ward off. Connect, close step, ward off. Right. Roll back. Press. And push. single whip. Snake creeps down, open up the right foot, shift back, sink down. Move forward, right foot returns, making 2/5, 7 stars, punch. Rotate both arms, step back, ride the tiger. Okay. All right, how do we feel? I know some of you weren't here last week. Yes, 2 thumbs up. All right. Any questions? Okay, as Nancy would say, that's a no. All right, ready for the fancy kick? All right, so let's just break down first what we're going to be working on. So you can just watch. We're moving into the swing kick. So we're going to level both arms, come to center, so pulling, and we're going to swing around, stand up, and we're going to kick. Okay, so ready to break down the footwork? All right. Okay, so from our empty stance, all right, we're starting with our left foot forward. What we're going to do, we're going to turn our left foot to what's maybe say 1:30, 2 o'clock corner direction. Our weight is staying in our right leg here. So we're just rotating on the ball of our left foot. Now from this point, we can't turn anymore. You're going to pick up your right heel and rotate to the next corner. Both feet will face to the corner. Your left foot is kind of hanging there now. From here, you pick up your left foot, swing it around, and you're stepping to 9 o'clock. Okay, now you would lift your right leg up to corner direction at this point. All right, so let's do that again. And then we're going to talk about all the variations we can have for this movement. Okay, so standard would be left foot forward, empty stance. Use your waist. Turn on the ball of your left foot to the rear corner direction. You can't turn anymore. All the weight is in your right leg. Pick up that right heel just a little bit and rotate to the next corner. Beautiful, because you have a nice line, nice angle. You're still leaning. Now pick up your left foot, swing it around. Now, when we swing it around, do you notice how you can't see my right foot in the camera? Because it's on one line going this direction. Okay, that's important. When we relax our right foot, we stand up. Okay, let's talk variations. Okay, so say we're in this empty stance and it's really hard to turn on this left ball of your foot. You can actually pick the foot up and step it the corner direction. We could then shift our weight and pick up our right foot to step to corner direction and then swing it around and stand up. So we can step around like that, or if that's difficult, we can pick up our left foot, step to corner, step our right foot to the other corner, and then walk it around, okay? So you have like 3 choices in terms of how you want to do this. But the main thing I want you to get to is that your left foot ends up to 9 o'clock, nice and straight, really straight, okay? And when we're here, if I'm directly in line with the camera, you can't see my right leg at all. And then we pick up and you see the knee stick out to the corner direction. Okay, so this is important. especially if we're doing the traditional method, swing around and make sure you're stepping in one line going this way. All right, so let's try it again. Whatever method you choose, I will do the traditional again. So empty stance, left foot forward, ball of the left foot. Use your waist to lead the movement, turning on the left ball of the foot. Now you have to lift a little tiny bit of weight so you can lift the right heel. Both feet turn together to the next corner. Now pick up the left foot, swing it around. The whole foot should kind of touch at the same time. And then stand up. And remember, when we stand up, the toe points down. So the knee is the corner direction, the toe is kind of tucked in, pointing down. Remember here, not locked out again, slight bend in the knee still. Okay, how are we doing? Good, okay. Yeah, questions? Come on. Remember, unmute.
When you have your weight over on your left, pointed to 9 o'clock, then this knee seems to be funny. When you pick it up, it's going weird. And yet when I see you, you have it pointed toward the corner.
Yes. Okay. So I'm doing this way, ending up to that corner. Okay, I'm going to start this direction so that you can see, okay, how it ends up. Okay, so we're starting in an empty stance. We turn this foot to corner as far as we can. Then we turn both feet to the next corner. Okay, so this foot's kind of hanging. Then we pick up and I swing around. See how I'm kind of twisted for a second because I have to shift my weight and rotate my right foot. So now my knee is kind of already facing to the corner direction. And as I stand up, it just stays there. Okay. Okay.
So your weight is totally on the left, though, that whole time.
Yeah, but there's a transition. There's a transition. Okay. So weight's in the right. We're turning. We're turning. Now here, all the way to my right leg, I'm going to touch and start transferring it as I release my right foot. So it's rotating on the ball.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Good question. Because this is a hard turn. So let's do it again. All right, so from the original direction, we're facing 9 o'clock. We're actually turning 360 degrees here, right? Okay, ball of the foot touching. Use your waist. Turn on your left ball as far as you can. Now pick up your right heel. The weight is still mostly in the right leg. Rotate to the next corner. Now pick up the left foot, swing around, shift your weight, and rotate on the ball of your right foot. So the leg is to the corner now. Beautiful. Then we stand up. Was that easier?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, those little things in this movement make a big difference. That looks good. Okay, let's do one more time. Burn it in, okay? So left foot forward, ball of the foot. All right, rotate on the ball of your left foot, first corner. Lift your right heel, both feet rotating to the second corner. Pick up your left foot, swing all the way around, move your weight to the left, relax your right foot, stand up, toe pointing down. All right.
That's better.
Good, good. Okay, let's talk about the swing kick. So the swing kick, I'm gonna face the camera first, okay? Because our left foot is to straight. So our kick is happening in front of us here, okay? When we do this kick, I do the arms for balance purposes, okay? What's gonna happen is we straighten our leg first. So the toe goes straight. As soon as we straighten, we swing inside, okay? So we're swinging from left to right, okay? Yeah, so we're swinging across the body. Think we're going corner, back, okay? Now, when we do this movement, the momentum carries you around. If you go here and you pause and then you try to start, it's going to make it more difficult. Okay. So as soon as you straighten, you swing. Okay. Now, the big thing about this movement, we can have every sort of training method. We can put anything we have in front of us and lift and touch. Lift and touch. Okay. Just doing this movement of lifting and touching will strengthen the muscles needed for this kick. Okay. So we can take literally anything where kids' toys come in handy. Okay. It doesn't matter what size it is. We can practice lift and touch, lift and touch. Okay. Another way, have your hand on something. Okay. Giving yourself stability so that we can practice and use these hip muscles, our abs, our waist in a new way. Okay. Now, if you want balance on the body, you can always try the other direction, the other leg. Okay. You gotta balance it out. This is actually a really great exercise in general. It'll get the heart rate going. It'll bring strength into a new area within your body. Okay. We can also, and again, this is a great thing to do holding onto something, lift our knee up and hold it open to the side. This will give us more flexibility in this hip joint here. So we can lift it by the knee. We could even draw the arm underneath to lift it up a little bit more. We could also kind of lift and just use the knee to kind of gain flexibility, okay? But these are things that we can do to help our body. And if you're doing that stretch, remember, try to do it on the other side too. Okay, we want to find balance in our body if we're doing these kinds of stretches. Okay, nice. Yes. Tree's another great one. You do yoga, it's the same thing. But sometimes if you're flexible like that, try to grab your hand underneath and lift a little bit higher. So come from the back and lift a little bit more, and you'll feel a little bit more in the joint there to get a little bit more flexibility. Nice. Yes. See, so doing these things helps us. If we're holding on to something and we're doing the swing, I want you to be aware of your body, okay? And how I want you to be aware is that I'd like you to think of one line. So all the way through. So when we do this kick, I don't want you to wobble, okay? Try to find center, especially if you're holding on to something, and just swing so that your body is remaining center. Okay, it's going to be a challenge. And it gets even harder when you're not holding on to something and you're trying to do this movement. Okay, but these are good exercises to practice. Okay, any questions on that? Yeah.
When your leg goes up and around, it's your heel that's leading you around versus your toe leading you around?
Okay. That's a good detail question. Okay, so from here,
Different muscles.
there, so your foot is, your toe is pointed the whole time.
Okay.
Okay, so it's not a heel, you're not bent,
The
your
toe.
toes pointing. And if you can reach, you're actually hitting the top of your foot here. Okay, so if I come a little bit closer, maybe that will help. Hold on. Okay, so from here, the toes pointed down, it's still pointed, and so that's why you see the whole black bottom of my shoe across the screen, because the toe is staying pointed the whole time and then bends up. Good question. Because it's definitely different muscles, right? So if we're here and we kick out and we try to, I mean, it's possible, but the range of motion is less. So the meaning of this movement, this kick in particular, it's actually to your opponent's head. Okay, so that's why if it's possible, we're here and we're kicking head level. Okay, so you're actually swinging, and it's kind of like a to the opponent's neck. All right, you could also use it to the side body, things like this, but that is what we're thinking about as we're doing this movement. Okay. All right, any other questions on the kick? All right, so great thing. Okay, I want to challenge you because I see that you have the ability to do so. Okay, so something that you can do to practice, and this is not for everyone. Okay, this is specifically maybe for someone like me who wants to do a little bit more out of this. Okay, you can do this movement by holding out your same arm as your leg, and you can kick and kick and kick and kind of use that repetition to practice again and again. And you can do it on the other side by bringing your left leg back, your left arm out, swing and kick, swing and kick. Okay. Yeah. So it's you can do, I'll say I'm mirroring you. So put your right palm out in front, your right leg back. Okay. It's just like the swing kick. You can do this holding on to something too. Okay. So it's just like the swing. Yep. Across and up. Across and kick. Yep. So it's across the body, kick the hand. Yep. Across and kick. Okay. Yes. Yeah. And so you can keep practicing the swing kick again and again, kind of. Okay. And it's a lot of fun. I know. So that comes from Kung Fu classes. But when I see someone who can use it, I like to pass it along. So, and I know both of you can do really well with this. So it's a fun exercise. Okay. So the kick is clear. I think the footwork is clear. All right. So let's talk the arms. We're starting in what's like white crane. Okay. I would mirror you, but I think it's going to mess me up for a second. So what's going to happen is the arms kind of come level and the palms are still slightly seated. Now your left arm reaches out as your right palm comes in front. Now when we reach this position, both of our palms are seated and slightly turned to the center. Now you'll notice that my torso is slightly turned to the side, but my arms are still in front of my body in the center line. Okay. Okay, so from here, white crane. The arms are going to kind of level out, one going up, one going down. Left arm reaches out in front, right palm comes in. We kind of meet this center line. Beautiful. Okay, so now from here, the right arm goes underneath and it's going to show pulling. The left arm doesn't move very much. Beautiful. Okay, so when we're here, we want to have this space, right? So it kind of feels like roll back maybe, except our palms facing down. Okay, so space in your body. The left fingertips point to the center of the right forearm. Okay, so from here, from ride the tiger or what feels like white crane, we level out the arms. The left arm's reaching out in front, the right palm comes in. Right arm comes underneath and shows pulling until we get to this position. Okay, so again, remember, we're not closed in. Large frame, bring that space to the body. And our right palm is very clearly seated or sitting up, okay? Left palm pointing down. Yes, that looks beautiful. Okay, so let's talk about how this relates to the lower body. So our stance work, we're in ride the tiger. It's going to start from our torso. We start turning and our arms are in center. We're still looking forward. Remember, both arms are in center. Right arm's close to the body, left palm's out in front. Now the right arm comes underneath and shows pulling as we turn on our left ball of foot. Now we're in that position where our left fingers point towards our right forearm. We pick up our right heel and our whole body turns. Our arms don't change. Now we pick up our left foot, we turn, our arms don't change. Is that clear? Okay, so remember, we get to this position and the arms don't change. So from white crane, just the arms. Okay, level them out. Left arm reaches out, right arm comes in. Now from here, we're going to come underneath, show pulling. Yes. And then we're just going to turn. Okay. So the body kind of turns and the arms stay the same. Okay. This is important because with this movement, the meaning is catching and grabbing and throwing someone. Okay. Yes. So we're going to grab and then throw. So that's why it comes under and out. Yes. Yes, that looked good. Okay. So that's the meaning. And that's why we start in center, because someone's at our center line and we're going to throw, or maybe we have to go all the way. Then if it didn't work and they're still behind us, we can turn and we can swing kick. Okay, so that's the full meaning of the movement. Okay, so let's try to put the lower body and upper body together. Step back and ride the tiger. Very nice. Okay, use your waist. We're looking ahead. Level out the arms. Right arm's close to the body. Left arm's out in front. Right arm comes underneath. Show pulling. Rotate on your left foot. Arms are set in that position. So the right palm is pointing to that corner direction that our left foot is pointed to. Now pick up your right heel and turn to the next corner. Now pick up your left foot, swing all the way around. Weight shifts and your right foot relaxes. Now, when we're in this position, our right palm is pointed to the corner, as is our right foot. We're going to stand up. Yes. Okay. How do we do?
Feels
Getting
better. Yeah.
Any hang-ups?
When
that.
you go from your right arm being close and coming under to it opening up and pulling back with your feet, where does that
Okay,
coordinate with your feet?
Yes, let me turn the other direction, okay? So you can see the arms clearly. So we're in, step back and ride the tiger, okay? So we're reaching with the left, right arm's coming in. Everything's happening in front of us here. This is where it happens. So the right arm's coming underneath. It's going to show pulling as you turn on your left foot. And here you've reached that position. Yep. And now from here, there's not much change. You just turn and then turn. Very nice. Yes. Try to separate your left elbow from here. Try to lift it out and up. Yes. Yeah, feel how it feels bigger now? That's going to feel a lot better when we get into the kick, okay? Yes. So again, so if I'm facing this direction, kind of leveling out the arms, left arm's reaching out, right palm's coming in. They're both seated slightly and pointing towards the center. Right arm comes underneath and it's pulling as we show that turn on our left foot. Now we reach that position. Yes. And then we turn again and all the way. Beautiful. Okay. All right, let's talk about our kick. So essentially, what's happening is our arms are here and we're doing our kick and we're going kick, kick, and then they're switching to the other side. Okay, So we're going from our right palm sitting up, our left fingers point to the center of the forearm. We're going kick, kick, and then coming to the other side. Yes. Okay. So it's just a nice, it's going to be a swing across. So we're starting at one corner. We're looking towards our right palm. We're looking to center and then towards our left palm. Pretty easy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now the key is when you do it, 2 kicks, no matter the height, 2 pats. So if we're low, if we're mid, or if we're high. Okay. It does not matter where you are. We want to hear 2 clicks, tap, tap every time. Okay. So again, if we're low, we're looking to the right, straighten, thigh. Totally acceptable. Yes. We could straighten. We could hit knee. Okay. We could straighten and kick shin. Okay. Or kick your foot. Okay. And using those exercises to open up our hips will help with the flexibility to get a full rotation. Okay. Another thing that you can do is seated on your sofa or a chair, just a figure 4. So bringing your foot up, bending on the heel. This helps, and by drawing your knee towards the earth, that'll help your hip area as well. Okay. All right. Any questions on the kick? All right, let's try to put it together. All right. Step back and ride the tiger. Nice. Leveling out the arms. Use your waist. It's open to the corner, but we're looking ahead. So pulling, rotating on your left ball of your foot. Arms are now set in position to the rear corner. Pick up your right heel. Turn to the next corner. Good. Swing all the way around. Arms don't change. Relaxing your right foot. Now, stand up. And remember, as soon as you straighten your leg, you're going to kick. And look to the other corner direction. Yes. Okay, so with the kick, something to notice that when we're here, we kick, we don't straighten and keep it straight and then bring it back. Okay, that's going to be hard on your balance. What happens is like as soon as we start kicking at the top and we start fading down, we're kind of sucking the foot back in. Okay, so I'm going to try and slow it down. From here, you see how the foot kind of, I think, makes it to around here-ish?
That makes
Okay.
it, you make it look so pretty too.
I told Pierre when I told him, he said, can you cover this class? And I was like, wow, you really want to throw me right back into it, huh?
Yeah.
Like, okay. Like, by all means, okay? But so that will help a lot with your balance, because if you're trying to straighten and keep it straight, I can't even, it's really, really hard, okay? So after we kick, it doesn't come all the way. It's not like a straight leg that goes up and all the way down back to straight down and then sucks in. Okay, it's a kicking and up. Yes. Okay, good. Yeah, it'll help a lot. And again, holding on to something is like the best thing to train with, okay? Because it allows you to gain the muscles. This is one of the hardest moves in the form. Why do you think it's at the very, very end? They're like, you've made it. Now we're really going to train you. Okay. And then after this, you get one really fun movement, and then it's right back into kind of the first section. Okay. So let's put it together. Step back and ride the tiger. Beautiful. Level out the arms. Right arm's close to the chest, left palm's reaching out. Right arm underneath, show pulling as you turn on your left ball foot. Second corner, swing around, relax your right foot. Everything's to the corner direction now. Stand up as soon as you straighten kick. How do we do? Yes, you'll get there. Okay, remember, 18 years. I've been doing this for 18 years, okay? So there's a lot of swing kick practice on this, especially because remember what I showed you earlier with the kicking exercises? I did those in Kung Fu twice a week for like 6 or 7 years too, okay? So I've done a lot of these swing kicks, okay? So just remember that it takes time and we're going for progress, not perfection. We're looking for ourselves. Yes, I see so much progress. I really do. It's so exciting to me as a teacher to come back and see you and wow, look at how far she's come. It's amazing. Okay, and that's why we do this. All right, so let's close class by practicing again from single whip, just like we did in the beginning. But this time we're going to move all the way through the swing kick. Okay, so let's put it all together. So single whip. Nice. Wave hands like clouds. Number 1. Number 2. Last one, number 3. Single whip. High pat on horse. Thrust palm. Cross kick, shift back, turn. Standing up and kick. Punching to the groin. Step up. Grasping bird's tail. Ward off. Right. Roll back. Press. And push. Single whip. Snake creeps down. Coming up. 7 stars punch. Step back. Ride the tiger. Swing kick. Circle the arms, show pulling as you turn on the left foot. Lift the right foot, next corner. Swing around. Find your balance first. Stand up. Straighten the leg and kick. Nice work. You made it. Yes. All right. So next week here, we'll return. I'm sure there'll be a review of swing kick and then bend the bow to shoot the tiger, which is a beautiful movement, but kind of hard to understand the angle. So I know Pierre's going to do a great job. All right. Any questions before we close class? All right. It was lovely seeing you all. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.
Good night.
Good night. Bye.